So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hook it up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Suckham. And that makes the score 7-0. Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strongest safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Suckham. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Barbara, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckham. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Pickett, and down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady finding Otton once more. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Completes it again to Gage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Again, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And he'll get this. Just shy of the 45-yard line. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
3rd and long for Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
34 yards.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Brady now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on second and long.
Pickett, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I mean, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Succop for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1.
And now here's another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one is
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mugged that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Pickett.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he's got some space here. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 37 yards.
And the Buccaneers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Succop for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. Pickett.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Cade Otton.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll throw again with Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That throw by Brady incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Brady going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.